So today's world, right? If most of the kids are westernized and we have everything, but still we can't find the happiness. What is your definition of happiness?
I think what you are talking of happiness is largely the pleasure part of it. When you interact with the world and you get some kind of a pleasure from it, you call it happiness, and then we feel that that is the one which we were looking for. But no, anything that comes from the outside is not real happiness. It is only a kind of pleasure, it's a good feeling which you get when you succeed at something, or when some of your desires get fulfilled, you get a promotion or you achieve something greater, and you have good friends and relations and things like that. But happiness, by very definition, is something that springs from within. It's a very personal and individual concept. And what is my happiness is not necessarily the same for you.
Absolutely.
For somebody, happiness may mean in the next promotion at their work. For somebody else, it may simply mean going and sharing their time at an old age home or an orphanage. So happiness is something that is very individual. That is the first thing we should know. Second, we should know happiness is not something that is dependent on external things. It is something that comes from within when you are in tune with yourself. When you are doing exactly what you're born to do, that's when you feel really happy. And that happiness is something that we must teach our children to gain or experience, because otherwise we are only telling them that you can be happier if you can get a bigger car or a bigger house or a bigger salary. We are not able to explain to them that that can give you pleasure for some time, which you may label it as happiness. But truth is that happiness comes from inside when you're in tune with the very purpose of your life for which you're born. That gives you permanent happiness. And so every child is different. I always say, when you talk about child's rights, you must also give them the right to choose what they like to do, in the sense to help them to choose their passion and not just measure it in material terms. Let them be a singer, let them be sports people, let them be a journalist, let them be a spiritualist, whatever is actually making their hearts feel happy. And that is the happiness. If we teach our children, then they will never get into depression and anxiety and things like that, because we have seen with all the material abundance also, young people are going through bouts of depression, and they then take to the wrong ways of solving that problem. But as I said, you're only treating the symptom by giving them advice, counseling, or medications. The real cause for them is they're not in tune with the purpose for which they're born. And that purpose, once you find, you'll find the happiness.
Absolutely well said, Sadhguru. Especially in the North America, you see a lot of depressions as well. You see a lot of counselors in the school, high school, middle school as well. So what is the message for the youth?
I always tell you, I think America is a very unique country. This is a country where people have come from all over the world. They have become a nation by mixing and of cultures and different types of ideas and concepts and skills. I feel that there cannot be one single way of doing things here. Everybody is different, and we must acknowledge that. We can't paint them all with the same brush. They are all different people from different origins, from different cultures, and somewhere they all try to erase that and try to kind of fall into a straitjacket kind of an approach. And that doesn't make things better. That makes things worse. So youngsters also should know, they should go back and check for themselves. What is that which they resonate with? What is that which they can do every day and still not be bored or feel burdened? Of course, there can be many things. Some things can be materially beneficial. Some things may not have that kind of material benefits. But at the end, as I said, if the youths have to be happy, one, they have to know what they are really, really wanting to do. And if they're good at doing something, I'm sure money, success, fame, everything follows. These are the shadows of your purpose. These are not the purpose. These are the byproducts when you do your purpose. So first, youths have to be told that according to your culture, origin, your background, your talent, skills, aptitude, you must choose to do things. And all the other things that are considered as success in the society will any which ways follow you. And then what happens is that we create excellence in the societies. Mediocrity goes away. Because otherwise you're ending up doing something that you're not meant to do. You can't do it the best. You're not happy doing it. You may get money doing it, but that doesn't make you happy. When you do exactly what you're born to do according to your aptitude and purpose, you'll do it the very best. And then societies will become societies with excellence, societies with perfection, and overall human culture, human values, and human perfection in the societies will improve, and that will create happier and better societies. So our youths have to take this particular message. I understand the previous generation struggled to make the two ends meet. For them, survival was the word, but for this generation, survival is not really the word. Yes, it's purpose. Purpose should be the word that should guide them. And I think the great resignation that happened after COVID, that's clearly an indication of how people today are thinking. Many of them have gone back from their software jobs and become farmers. They've gone back to their towns and homes back where they belong, and they're doing what they love to do. It may not make them that kind of money, but then they have found that this is what keeps them happy. And with very little material acquisitions, they are still happy. I think that is something that's already begun, and this is a thing which I'm watching across the world. Youngsters are taking to this path, so the people in America also can advise their youngsters that find that purpose that makes you feel good, that makes you feel happy, that makes you never get bored or feel burdened. Every morning you wake up with a winged heart, with joy in your heart that you're going to do this exactly what you wanted to do, and then you'll never be tired. And societies will definitely become better societies, happier societies. Crime will reduce, unwanted, unnecessary evils of the societies will disappear, because nobody needs those anymore, because everybody's happy unto themselves. So that is the message for the youth.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sadhguru. I think you have touched a good point on COVID.